We are getting close. Round 900, another 100 rounds through the FNreflex XL MRD. So close. Let's see if we have any more of those weird failures to feed off the initial rack. It's very strange. It's got to be the ammo. I highly doubt it's the pistol. And let's see how I do with the accuracy, along with those primers. Let's see if we have any more of those light primer strikes. Very interesting with the ammo in the last 300 rounds, I'd say. Let's check it. We'll get to the outro and we will chat. Enjoy.
This video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. All firearm handling shown is performed by trained individuals in a controlled environment. Always follow the 4 rules of gun safety. Number 1, treat your firearm as if it's loaded. Number 2, never point a firearm at anything you do not intend to destroy. Number 3, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Number 4, be sure of your target and where it's beyond it. Comply with all local, state, and federal laws regarding firearms. Do not attempt to replicate any actions seen in this video without proper training and safety measures. The creators assume no liability for misuse or unsafe practices.
Hey you, welcome back to the pew here for the 1,000 round review series. Today's 900, round 900 for the FNreflex XL MRD. We're going to be shooting 115 grain full metal jacket from HSL ammunition at 12 and 12 since yesterday was challenging. I want to mix in the yellow target maybe just once or twice because those orange targets are very, very challenging. So yeah, we're gonna get it going. G-code, paradigm holster. I know, sue me, I haven't got them ready yet. VersaCarry mag caddy. And the Tier 1 concealed mag pouch. Okay, thank you so much for being here. It's a little chilly today. We've got some overcast, nothing crazy. It's not gonna rain, but just a little chilly. Okay, here we go. I don't know why it does that. It's weird. It doesn't seat correctly or something, I don't know. Huh. Strange. All right. Let's do the tree, target tree. See how we do today after getting this kind of the swing of things yesterday. I just want to see where we're going to be hitting. Unintentional. Light primer. I think it's to the right. Any day now. Come on, man. Light primer again. Oh man, I don't know. Already off to a wonky start. Failure to feed. This is the light. Nope, it wasn't the light primer. Just does not like that bullet. Well, I got that one target down. It's so weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, comment down below if you know how come it's not feeding. I'm just not accurate. I am not accurate with this one. I can't hit it. Wow. I'm trying to hit that, the one on the right that's sticking out. I cannot hit it. Light primer. Jeez. This has been a bad batch for sure. Alright, gotta hit these last two. Come on, baby. Or just one. Darn. That was by far less than 50%. Oh, I don't know. You know, I don't know. Very discouraging, that's for sure. on my end, not the gun's end. You know, gun's only gonna do what you tell it. I'm the one that's got to improve. But I suppose that's what the hobby's all about, a lifelong process. You're never going to be perfect at it all the time. You're going to have your off days, you're going to have your on days. Anybody that plays golf, not that I play golf, but I've heard that it's just the same thing. Some days you do well, and other days you're chasing the ball and those sand traps and everything. And I don't know what I'm talking about, but let me know if it's the same thing. It's just some days you're good, and with your favorite pistol as well, you're so used to it, and some days you're in the pocket and you can't miss. And then there's days like today at 900 where you're awful, just awful. Yep, one more 100 and then we're done. 147 grain coming up through it. We'll see how it does. I'm sure it'll do fine. It's just my skill with this pistol is very, it needs something. It needs something for sure. All right, pick up your brass, wash your ass. Change your tires if they're bald. And say hi to your mom for me. See you in the outro. I think it's safe to say that that was one of my worst shoots with the firearm. And it's just that humble tree keeps you honest for sure. It's still fun, but also too, it was tough in terms of that ammunition. Yeah, I had a lot of those weird failures to feed, and gun is lubed. Everything is fine. Spring may be weak. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's very puzzling to me. And I know some of those reloads, what you do see, and it'll be later on in my shoots, is the brass is bulging, so it doesn't want to chamber into the barrel, and you'll see that later on. Very few and far between, but that's what's the problem with these reloads, is that they're inconsistent. So no big deal. I'm not going to knock the reloader for that. It's just the ammo. It's just the nature of the beast. But it was one of the worst shoots. Frustrating too, because I had a lot of those failures to feed. The light primer strikes as well. That's also weird. Maybe it's the primers. One of the commenters a while back when I was doing a shoot with, I think it was maybe the H&K, he mentioned, because he was a reloader for companies, they would skimp on the primers and would not do right by the customer because those primers were bad, and they wouldn't pop, basically. So I still don't know, because they shoot on the first or the second or third try, so I don't know what that's about. Again, Reflex did well. It's doing its job. It's doing its job, and I have no qualms against the pistol. Also, me, I'm the one that's not accurate, not the pistol, so I can't look down on the FN. It's doing great. It's doing great, and I am very clear not to be subjective, more objective of what is happening with the ammo, with the shooter, not the pistol. It is used, so I don't know for 100%, but I highly doubt that it's gonna have those kinds of problems where it doesn't, because like I said, it shoots. You saw it shot through those light primer strikes. It didn't have, and I have a handful of ammunition that the primers don't go off, but it's not the Reflex. It's a good shoot in terms of recognizing that the firearm isn't at fault, and I'm not going to have a bad experience because of that. But it was a bad experience because I was inaccurate, and I had those failures to feed and the light primer strike, so it is what it is. That's okay. I still had fun, still had a good time, and we'll come back for the last 100. Come back for the last 100, and then the review, a supercut, all that jazz. Like, subscribe, comment, recommend, all that, and not in that particular order. Thank you all so much again for commenting, coming on here, asking questions. We will talk more about if I want to carry this as an EDC or if I think I am and whether I would recommend it. I think you can gather based off of my initial shot, my shooting in the middle, and then coming near the end of how I feel towards the reflex and my character arc, as you'd call it, going through this process, this 1,000 rounds with the XL MRD from FN. Yeah, and it's good. I that's the reason why I'm here. And this is why I'm doing this content, is to give a more holistic take on what I shoot. And 1,000 rounds still isn't enough for these firearms, but it's a good barometer. I think it's a good barometer, and I'm happy, very, very happy to be here. So enough of that. We'll see you tomorrow for the 1,000, and until that time, 照顾好自己，注意安全。